Welcome, I'm Danny Van. Welcome to this meditation where we are going to utilize the energy that we all just experienced this morning of a lunar eclipse during a full moon. And so this full moon is called the Beaver Moon, and we're going to get into more detail with that. But first, thank you so much for joining me. What I want to do is I want to ask you really quickly, have you set your intentions? So as this meditation and you're coming on in and you're finding a nice comfortable seat so that your spine is erect, not lying down in a relaxed position where you may fall asleep. We want to be in a conscious position. So the spine is nice and straight. Very nice. Get yourself some water. Make sure you're not disturbed. And then think about what your intentions would be if you haven't set them already. Excellent. And then the other question I have for you to start thinking about is, what does values mean to you? So having values, what does that, or value, something that has value? What does values mean to you? So just think about those things as you come in. And if you're watching this later, do be sure you're in a nice, comfortable position where you won't be disturbed. So how can we take advantage of this magnificent energy that we experienced? So last night, I fell asleep. I couldn't wait till 2:30 in the morning. So I fell asleep, but my brother got me up, and lo and behold, in the Chicago area, they were anticipating cloudy skies, but there was a window of clear, magnificent skies, and we were able to witness this magnificent event. And so I went back to bed, and we're doing this live today so that we can, as a group, come together. So even if you're watching this later, you are, as a group, combining your energy to set your intentions. And this particular full moon is called the Beaver Moon. And the Beaver Moon is water energy, and it usually has to do with money energy. But because there was an almost total eclipse, I do believe it was 93% eclipsed, because we're bringing out the dark side of this is where we're going to reevaluate our values. And so if you thought about, what values mean to you, for a lot of people, it means how much something is worth. What's the value of it, right? For others, it might mean these values are what help my decision making. So if you work for a company, you know the company's values, and this is based on the decisions you make as you move along in the duties that you have. So there's a type of value, and they help guide our choices. And some people might say, well, a value is like Jiminy Cricket on my shoulder telling me, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that, or that was bad, you need to do better. This is a value within character. And other people are just not sure. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over the 6 areas of the mastermind. And I bring in the mastermind because these are time tested and known to be successful processes. So if you look up Napoleon Hill, we know that some of these big CEOs like Ford and all of these companies incorporate these principles. So we're going to go into the 6 areas of the mastermind, and what I want you to do, if you're willing, take a look at these 6 areas and make the subjective objective. So you're going to be kind of evaluating yourself objectively, not critically, not with guilt or shame, no shoulding on yourself, right? I should be doing this and I should be doing that. That's not what this exercise is about. So I want to get very clear. What we're going to be doing is we're making the subjective objective. And we're going to take a look at 6 areas of your life, and you're going to look at it objectively by grading yourself or putting yourself on the pain scale in that area. Let me share my screen and I'll show you what I mean. So this is the Mastermind focus wheel. And this exercise is really awesome to do if you don't know what your purpose is, if you're not sure what you should be doing, if you're not sure what kind of intentions you should be setting. This is an excellent exercise to do. So as you can see, these are 6 areas of the Mastermind. And what I'd like for you to do, and we can do this together. So this is why, have a journal nearby so you can take some notes. And if you want this PDF, I can send it right to you. You can print it out and you can write right on it. Okay. So let me get that. I can get that in the chat so you can open it up right away. And if you're watching this later, you'll get this PDF. So these are the 6 areas of the Mastermind where you put your focus, awareness, and attention on. And we teach here at Heartfelt Awakening that your focus, awareness, attention is your most precious gift. So if you're not putting it on these 6 areas and it's going on, like more than half of your energy is going on something else, because we all have to work, we all have jobs, careers, that kind of stuff, but that's all within here. So let's take a look at health. On the pain scale of 0 to 10, 0, no pain at all. You've got this, you got a clean bill of health, you're doing the right things. 0, no pain at all. 10, oh my gosh, my health is in dis-ease. So where are you? Above 5 creates a lot of tension, stress, reactions within your nervous system. So take a good look in how your body's reacting, because again, we're not criticizing, we're not judging here. We're not shooting on ourselves. I'm going to repeat that stuff because I know many clients will go right back to those old patterns. This is pulling you out of those old patterns. That's my intention. And showing you, I'm showing you a framework because the mind loves a framework. So I'm sure you've decided where you are on the pain scale when it comes to health. 0 to 10. Where are you now? Make a note. Next is business. And this can also mean career and your choices that you make when it comes to what you do to make an income for your business, for your career. So where are you? And I know I work with a variety of clients. I work with clients who are still in school trying to figure it out. And I work with clients who are retired trying to figure out what to do with their time and expertise that they can still share. So depending on where you are, how would you rate yourself? 0, I'm there. No pain at all. I'm there. I'm good. I'm good. 10, oh my gosh, I have no plan for retirement, which is going to come up in finances, right? I have uncertainty with my career and my future. Where are you? Take an honest look at how your body and your nervous system is reacting when you think about where you are when it comes to your career and your business. Excellent. Next is finances, what kind of leads right after business or before business. And really this wheel is in no particular order. They all have equal amounts of the pie. And when one of them is out of balance, they're all out of balance. So let's take a look at finances. What feelings come up when you hear the word finances, right? And save for your future and retirement and paying bills and having enough to buy groceries and having enough to buy medications. So where are you on the pain scale? 0, I'm there. I even have, an emergency fund set aside just in case. I'm there with my finances. 10, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. Where are you? This process of making the subjective objective is so powerful. Next is relationships. And I'd like for you to start with the relationship you have with yourself. How is the relationship you have with yourself? What is your internal dialogue that you have with yourself? Would you talk this way to a child, how you talk to yourself? So take a look first at the relationship that you're having with yourself. I'm good, 0, no problems. Or 10, oh my gosh, I have all of these issues. I have eating disorder. I've got depression. I've got these things going on that, there's just too much going on. I have no energy for myself at all. Where are you on that scale? Above a 5 is going to cause not only resistance within the relationship you have with yourself, but that's going to spill over into all of the relationships you have with seeming others. Good. So check in. Let me know in the comments too, so I can, have this dialogue of setting this up within your own nervous system. Next is spirituality. And this could mean anything for you. For some people, it means every single day I got to get out in nature for 10, 15, 20 minutes. For some, it means their meditation practice. For other, it means journaling every day. I know somebody who does 170 words. They just sit down and just let everything spill out first thing in the morning so that they can focus in on what they need to focus in on next. So your spirituality, what it means is connecting to this larger, unlimited, unseen, energetic part of you. And I like to equate this as the two parts of self. You are a human being, right? So there's two parts of you. The human is this meat suit, everything that the 5 senses can detect. That's all part of the human. The ego is part of the human. It's programmed. It has its programming, its ideas, beliefs, those kind of things, opinions and judgments, right? That's all part of the human. And with spirituality, you're getting to know the being part of you, letting go of everything that is human about you and shifting to this being part of you. Whatever that means to you, that's your spirituality. That's your practice. Whatever it is you need to do to connect to this part every single day. And we have all kinds of ways that can help you, but you are your own experiment. So really check in. How are you doing in this area? You may be doing better than you thought. So where are you on the pain scale? 0, no pain at all. 10, oh my God, I didn't even know this was a thing. So where are you now? The next category is giving. Giving. So a lot of us might think, well, I give and I give and I give and I give. Then for this area, giving might mean giving to yourself. I need 30 minutes to myself every day. So you're giving to yourself. I need a self-care routine that I have to follow through every day. You are giving to yourself. So give to yourself first so that your cup is full, and then others. So another area of giving is there are so many people in need right now. You may have the means, and give a percentage of your means to those that you want to support in doing good within your communities. Support communities first. Look around what's happening within your own community and start there. Start with giving there. And it doesn't have to be your time. It could be your resources. So think of ways of how you can really balance, not only balance giving to yourself, especially if you're people pleaser. I'm a recovering people pleaser. So if you're like in that category, you may be giving others to the max, where it's like, okay, time out. It's time to give to yourself now. So where are you on the pain scale? Now, what we want to do is let's take a look at those 6 numbers that you just created, where you are on the pain scale from 0 to 10. What's the highest number? Tell me what the highest number is. Health, you're at a 7. 7, yeah. Finances at a 9. Relationships at a 6, very good. Spirituality at a 5, very good. Giving, especially to self, at a 7. Okay, so, and career, okay, good. Career, you're kind of unsure at a 7. So there's some uncertainty with your business and career. So, okay, excellent. So take a look at those numbers and pick the highest number. Because what we're going to do next is we're going to include this magnificent energy of bringing up those values, starting with self and creating and holding a space for what it is your intentions are. You're clear. So now you're clear with these 6 areas. You are now able to set an intention. Your intention could be, I want to go from an 8 on the pain scale with my health down to a 3 or 4. So there's your intention. The mind isn't going to know how. But next, we're going to create a space for that to happen, for that to manifest, to use the energy to shine a light on the dark side. Maybe we're doing something unconsciously to ourselves, and now it's going to become conscious. So this is where we're reevaluating our values when it comes to these 6 areas of your wholeness, really. So if health is your top number, and it doesn't matter which area, focus in on that top number. If it's an 8, health is an 8. Focus in on that number. Just take a look at that number. What's going to happen in the unconscious part of you is memories, beliefs, ideas, programmings, patterns, criticisms, judgments, traumatic experiences, all are going to start to come to the surface, because these are the things really that are creating the 8, right? So allow these things to come up. And we're going to take a moment to first ask permission. We want to ask permission. And so we're going to begin a meditation. Make sure you're hydrated. Grab some water. Get ready to go into this meditation. You're focusing in on this number is an 8. As you focus in on this number, it could be an 8 with your health or a 9 with finances. Focusing in on that number, whatever is happening within you. Relax the belly. Feel free to close your eyes. And permission to gather your wellness team. This is your focus, awareness, and attention, which is focused in on that number. And the second part of your wellness team is what's happening underneath the surface, what we're unconscious of. And these could be past experiences, whatever that is. You might not even know what it is. You only feel the tightness in your body. You don't know what's going to happen next. There's fear coming up and uncertainty. Allow those feelings, no longer suppressing them. Allow them to come to the surface. And the third part of your healing and wellness team is a part of you focused in on. It sees how much pain, resistance, tightness it's causing in your nervous system. It sees all of the parts waking up from past experiences, past traumas, past patterns, past reactions, past emotions. It sees it all. And we're going to train it right now how to integrate all of these parts and integrate all of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that each one of these parts that is causing a 7, 8, 9, or 10 on the pain scale in your life, to willingly integrate all of their knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, just like a playing field. And each part waking up is like a hole in the playing field, and we don't consciously see it until we're stepping in it. But this part of you, this magnificent part of you, sees both. It sees all the holes in perfect order and perfect sequence. That's right. Even though the mind is saying, I don't know what's going on, nothing's happening, this part of you sees the activity of the mind, knowing that you are not your mind. And already the body begins to relax and release. And just like a feather, this part of you fills in each hole ever so lightly, ever so gently, filling in each hole in perfect order and perfect sequence. That's right. And even without thinking about it, you find yourself even more relaxed, and even noticing your breath slowing down and maybe deepening from the chest down as you fill the belly, and relaxing the breath, letting it go. And as you do so, this part of you is filling in all the holes in perfect order, in perfect sequence. Very nice. And as you bring your hands together, feel free to open your eyes or just listen. Begin to rub your hands together. Increasing these ions, static electricity. That's right. And focusing on that number. Focusing on that number. Rubbing the hands together, focusing on that number. And in a moment, I'm going to tell you to clap your hands as loud as possible. And see that number burst. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Burst it. Now take a moment to just relax. Feel the opening and space that you've created. Feel free to close your eyes and sense this inner opening and expanding, this unlimited feeling. Be with it. That's right. Now imagine that category, whether it's health, finances, business, career, relationship, giving, spirituality. Imagine you're there now. Just feel, knowing that everything's taken care of. The mind might not know how, and that's okay. Knowing in this moment, filling the room you're in with your being, as if expanding your angel wings, opening and creating space, and holding this space, knowing you are safe, you are held, you are love. That's right. Very nice. Taking a nice deep breath. And feel free to shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Now, take a moment to check in on that number. Where are you now when it comes to that area that you were working on, setting your intentions to use this magnificent energy to bring up what no longer serves, to incorporate all of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and let go of what no longer serves, those emotional reactions, those ideas, those beliefs, those programmings, those negative reactive experiences, letting those go, and then holding space for you right now. That's right. Can you find that number? Can you find that 8 when it comes to your health? Down to a 3. Excellent. And where are you when it comes to your finances? Where are you when it comes to that one thing you focused in on, that you put your focus, awareness, and attention on? Allowing those parts that react to wake up. And then allowing the third part of your wellness team to see both, and integrate all of those parts willingly. Where are you now? A 3 when it comes to finances, but I still don't know how I'm going to pay rent. See, that's the mind, and that's okay. Just know that this space that you just created, treat it like a vital nutrient. Treat this space that you just created, treat it like a vital nutrient. That means those thoughts that now invade this space and have you put your focus, awareness, and attention on it. How am I going to pay rent? Okay, that's a thought. Allow that to go off to the side. Recognize the movement of it, thank it, and maybe integrate it, because that thought has a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, doesn't it? So integrate that thought instead of trying to push it away. Integrate that thought and thank it. And then let go of the reaction of it, because of course the mind doesn't know how it's going to happen, right? Very good. Just stay in this space. Very good. Very nice. Just stay in this space. And know that even though we may have rights in our reactions to others, doesn't mean we should do what we're about to react to. And when we're reacting to something, we're basically feeding more of that. When we come to a space where we're seeing what is happening and not feeding it, not reacting to it, but allowing it to play out until it finally fizzles out, we gain that energy. The first one, we're feeding it, we're actually decreasing our energy. The second one, by not responding, not reacting, allowing whatever it is to play out, and then it fizzles out, we gain that energy. So with this, we all have responsibilities. So now as an energy worker and understanding how energy moves, so if we're reacting to a reaction, we're creating a energy vampire is what we're doing. And it's not even real, it's just energy. So if I'm looking at it, I'm now feeding at it. But if this energy vampire comes at me and says, hey, look at this, this shouldn't be happening. You don't want this in your experience. It's like me telling you, don't think of a pink elephant. Hey, look over here, this is not happening. So if I look at it, I am now feeding. My energy is going out to it. That's why it's energy vampires. But here's the thing is they can't take our energy unless I turn to feed it. So I am now giving my permission to it. With your practice of meditation and with your intention to bring up these things that we react to, right? And we're triggered by. And when we integrate these things, their knowledge, their wisdom, their understanding, their experience, integrate those parts. Here's the thing. You can't force, coerce, or trick it into integrating. They have to do it willingly. And so this process we just did, you gave permission already. And so the process is already happening willingly. So as these engage and integrate into the wholeness of you, this unconscious part is now becoming conscious. So now it's conscious. And when you see it in your three-dimensional reality, you're not reacting to it anymore because the reaction that was unconscious has been integrated, while what no longer serves has been released and let go of. So as we take in this magnificent moon energy, because something like this is not going to happen for over 100 years. And so when an energy portal opens up like this, we want to take this energy and work with it, align with it, or it's going to beat you up, right? So we're either setting intentions to work. All right, here we go. We've got some intense energy coming. You set your intentions to work with the energy as opposed to being ignorant and being slapped around and your choice is not the right ones because, there's so much stuff going on right now. You're not clear, you're unsure, you're moving from choices of fear. So when we set our intentions in this way, we align ourselves to the energy instead of the energy pushing us out of the way and slapping us around because we're not in alignment. This is how energy works on a quantum level. And this is also a way of understanding how spirituality works, because spirit is not something separate from us. Spirit is what runs this meat suit. The energy system, the electrical system. This electrical system is no different than the electrical system you plug your computer into, you plug your light into. So when you apply it in such a way that you utilize and align with it, even though some people might say, oh my gosh, it's bad energy, protect yourself, protect yourself. By aligning with it, you are already protecting yourself. Aligning with it is protecting yourself. Being out of alignment with nature is what causes our suffering. When we're aligned with nature, we know there's cycles, there's patterns, these things we're in tune with. So I want to thank you, going from a high number like an 8 down to a 3 or 4. This is huge. This is huge in just a few minutes. This is huge. And this is the work that we do. And so if you set your intention and you sit and allow this space, recognize when mine comes. This is where the magic happens. So thank you for being on this journey with me. And I look forward to you next time. And in the meantime, keep being amazing.